In Kenya, politics is theater. It's a show, a spectacle, a shouting match where promises fly faster than facts and volume often passes for vision. As of May 2025, there are 91 fully registered political parties. But ask many Kenyans and they'll tell you it doesn't feel like they have 91 choices. Of the 91 political parties in the country, only a handful truly hold power. The rest often forgotten unless they strike a deal or fade out quietly.
80% of them will fail, always. Political parties are being registered every day, applying to international organizations for sponsorship. Some of them succeed, make a little money, some of them don't.
But maybe, just maybe, 2027 could be different. According to political observers, for most political parties, visibility depends heavily on financing and influence.
Money, because money buys the numbers, and money buys the publicity, and money buys the noise, and money buys the visibility.
Money as a factor, but going back into the political party situation, we believe we are in a place for the first time whereby we will be able to sell a party not driven by money, but driven by value and ideology.
For millions, the game feels rigged, not by rigging of votes, but rigging of access, rigging of opportunity.
When you ask these parties that are there, what do you stand for? They don't tell you. They don't. You ask them what kind of policies are there to alleviate poverty. They will not tell you. The next government wants to out-eat. They go to government to eat, right? So the next government wants to out-eat the previous government. Now, what that means is you'll see people saying, we are in government.
But away from the crowd, some political groups are building quietly. A small political party, barely 3 years old, prepares for the long road ahead.
We need to look at those areas that are underdeveloped so that we can bring it up to that level where other areas are. We are going to include leaders of integrity, people. Chapter 6 says it has to make sense, has to mean something.
However, observers say breaking through Kenya's political system is difficult for new or smaller parties.
Green politics have not been properly defined. We don't want to adopt strategies that have been brought to us, but rather encourage research and adaptation of values that are very consistent with our realities.
According to analysts, money continues to play a dominant role in the country's elections.
Political parties in Kenya are businesses. That's why you find I'm in Kanu. My party leader, we've not had election in 20 years. 20 years. And he believes the party belonged to his father even when the father came from Kadu.
There are people who come into it for money, and there are people who have money and come into it. Either way, these two groups of people have made it about money. But politics ultimately is about people. It's about their needs, their aspirations, and what we've had is a society that has not made an effort to meet those.
Still, some parties believe ideas, not funds, should determine a party's future.
We want a paradigm shift where it doesn't matter who is the president. What matters is he going to deliver for the country? Kenyans live together peacefully. They are not divided. It's usually the politicians who want to use their ethnicity or ethnic tribal numbers.
But in the absence of ideology-based voting, visibility often trumps vision. The challenge, some say, is not just about the system, but about how Kenyans engage with it.
But we are not seeing that unity, Kila mtu anajitakia. So for us, we want to get into it. We see how best we can work with them if they want, like-minded people, and so that we see whether this unity is.
With just over 2 years until the next general election, some political outfits are preparing early. Their strategy, slow, quiet groundwork.
We want to see if we can change
the paradigm of politics are just vehicles where people used to get to power. We are going to dwell 80% on development, and the 20% are doing politics.
Whether voters will hear them above the noise remains to be seen. Ben Chumba, Sunday Express.